nice to meet you guys. Like I said, my name's Cryptocomical, and I'm here on behalf of cards.io. We're a growing suite of products built on a rent-to-bid price finding mechanism. Our main product is Reality Cards, which is a prediction market, but we also have launch cards, which will be a token launch platform using the same mechanics, with future products to launch in the future. So what I want to talk to today is how we think that we can grow communities in the Web3 space, even in a bear market. We can do this because we can help build, maintain, and engage communities, which, as any community managers would understand, is quite difficult at the moment, trying to get users onboarding and to retain users as well. We can do this through a number of different avenues, but the main one is through kind of being a non-invasive crystallizing tool that kind of allows people to center their marketing around it and draw attention to the product without being kind of too in your face about it. So, yeah, as I said, our main product is a rent-to-bid prediction market. Our kind of uniqueness is due to a number of reasons. So the main one is the gamified mechanics. So this increases engagement, as I said earlier, but also user interactivity. Mainly because it's fun, but also because of the game mechanics. It allows us to empower communities as well, because of the mechanics, it levels the playing field. So doesn't matter whether you've got $10,000 or $200, you can still take part because of the mechanism of the renting to bid. The other benefit is that we don't need any minimum liquidity. So because you can't just turn up with 10,000 and dump it on one side of a market or the other, we don't need to balance that. So what can we predict? Well, we can predict absolutely anything. So, well, almost anything. Staying away from commodities because that can get people in trouble. But sports, coin prices, anything to do with politics. We've even done a hot dog eating contest in the US, which was very popular in the community. Everybody was watching it on YouTube live, which is quite cool. So how does it work? So we basically choose an outcome. Each outcome is represented by a utility NFT. You rent that NFT and it moves into your wallet. Somebody else can come along and outbid you, and it moves into their wallet. At the end of the market, it depends on how long you've held the winning NFT in your wallet, which determines the percentage of the pot that you get at the end. We also give out the NFT to the top 10 that come up in the leaderboard based on the amount of time that they've held each NFT. And that's both the winning and the losing NFTs. So that creates some interesting game mechanics because some people play just because they want the NFT, which, yeah, is quite fun. So I'm just going to show you a quick demo of our site, if that's okay. Yeah, from my laptop, yeah. So this is our landing page, cards.io, which I said is the overall brand. But going down, we've got Reality Cards here. So you can go to events. You can see the events that we're running currently. We've got Qatar win the opening game of the World Cup, and the ETH price on the 27th. So we'd connect a wallet as you would with any dApp, and say we wanted to choose the ETH price. I like the artwork of it being 1,300 plus or more, plus I'm quite bullish, kind of. So I would click on that card. I would set the floor. I can add a limit based on time or spending limit if I want to. As you can see here, I don't have any USDC currently on the page, so I just need to top up quickly. So just deposit. Like I said, our main site, Reality Cards, is on Polygon. So give them the approval and just hopefully it works. Yeah, cool. So now you can see that I've got a total of 45 USDC on the site. So it doesn't take it directly from the wallet; it takes it from that pot, which allows you to put a hard limit on how much you end up spending overall. So you can set the floor, which will set the next price up, which should be 10%. So you can see here, it's currently 1.1 USDC. So I can increase that to 1.2, or I can set any amount that I want. Let me rent the card. And I've messed it up somehow, but cool. Anyway, now you can see that I do hold the card there at 1.21. It also got some statistics such as the winning odds based on the current card prices, as well as the leaderboard of who's rented the card for the longest period of time, as well as their expected winnings if this outcome comes to fruition. Down the bottom here, we've got our rent list. So you can see that currently I'm in first position. If I withdraw from the market, either because of a limit or because I run out of USDC, it'll drop down to the second position and so on and so forth. So that's Reality Cards. The other announcement we'd like to make is that we are partnered with ApeSwap for the World Cup. And we're currently running that on BNB chain, so utilizing Banana, which is ApeSwap's token, which we're quite excited about. It's quite a big project being supported by BNB chain, as well as marketed by them too. And we'll be doing the entire World Cup. So at the moment, you can see that you can place a prediction based on the different group stages. So yeah, for instance, looking at Group A, you can see Ecuador, Netherlands seem to be the favorite based on our users to go through to the next round. And quite cool artwork for these. Go back to yeah. So what does the future hold? So next year, we're looking at launching a governance token. This will help us to decentralize event creation, as well as event outcomes in the end. We've also got a huge array of new features that we are perfecting and will release next year, as well as some new products based on our rent-to-bid mechanism. We've also got a number of big name collaborations that we'll be announcing in due course next year that we're in talks with at the moment. But that's my presentation. So got the QR code there that links to all of our socials. I'm at Cryptocomical on pretty much any platform you want to reach out on. and at Reality Cards is our Twitter, if you want to give us a follow and keep up to date with the project. Are there any questions? Yeah.
So when I rent the NFT, I rent it from the protocol, or I rent it from another holder?
You rent it from the protocol, but the NFT itself basically has a condition on it, meaning that it would move to your wallet if you were the highest bidder. So it's all done on chain. It's all done at contract level.
Okay, but what makes the price fluctuate? What's the factor that will affecting the price, the rent price?
The rent price is based on users, so it starts at 0.
Of course, yeah. But so if someone, okay, it's if more people like rent like the Republican NFT, the price will rise.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So as an outcome becomes more likely, generally people start to increase their bid. You can see the average card rental price. So if it's below that, then you're likely to make a profit if you've chosen the right outcome. So as an outcome becomes more likely, generally you see the price increase up towards the average, and the other card obviously decreases as people kind of withdraw their rental. In the Democrat Republican Senate, it was who will control the Senate was the event. Was actually a bit of an upset. So as you can see there, the Democrats actually had the lower rental price at the end of our market, which was the day before results were meant to be announced.
Okay. And how does the outcome become on-chain? Like, is there Oracle or?
So previously we were previously on Gnosis chain, and we did use reality.eth as an oracle. However, when we moved across to Polygon, it made more sense to be centralized temporarily. At the moment, obviously, we're a smallish project, and our kind of goals are aligned with our community 100% in terms of being transparent, open, and growing. Like I said about the governance token launching next year, we're in talks with Chainlink in terms of having price feeds and data feeds coming through, which would resolve most markets. Step above that will be our governance token. So governance token holders will be able to vote to make decisions. And then if there's any disagreement, then we'll likely have Claros as an arbitrator to make the final call. If a market can't be resolved peacefully, then we do have a refund option, which is obviously our last resort. But yeah, we can return all funds, which we have done in the past for another event that we did in our beta, where we didn't have a clear outcome, and there was a lot of arguing between the two sides. So yeah.
Okay, last question. Do you have plan to let users create their own market?
Yes.
But when will that happen?
So I mean, at the moment, if people want to suggest markets, then they can just shout out on Discord. So like the crypto fight night that we did the other week was based on a user suggestion. But moving forward, it'll be based on the governance token. So we'll have, we haven't announced the details yet, but yeah, it'll be basically through governance token.
Thank you.
Does someone else have a question?
Thank you for your presentation. So actually, I look at prediction markets since 2017, and it seems interesting to use blockchain in this way. So, but one of the problem which I've seen in prediction markets is that financial model of such kind of projects is not sustainable. Because if you charge something like 3% or 5% from every deal, it seems that it's not enough to cover all costs for your business. So may I ask you, what is your financial model?
So I think we're slightly different because of the mechanism. Because of the rent to bid, we don't need, like I said, liquidity or any other kind of complex back-end financial situation. We do have we can take a percentage from the market, as you said, which we haven't utilized to date. Although we are starting to utilize with the events on BNB chain with ApeSwap. So we do have, I think, 5% on there currently, but those tokens are going to be burnt rather than being collected. But that's something that we're working on, is what percentage we would take longer term to make the project sustainable. But also we have other avenues of income, potentially through different products, utilizing a similar price finding mechanism, as well as sponsorship and collaborations with other projects. So yeah.
Thank you.
We have time for other questions if someone has one. No? Well, I'm pretty happy that as a Dutchman that the Netherlands is going to proceed to the next round. According to